So okay, so I want to attend to engineer Yusuf's question. Now, he said yesterday he was trying to practice and he was not able to draw his Y. So permit me to just create similar. Now, I have drawn my straight pipe. Now, for me to draw my Y out of it, the first method is to do this. Now, this is on a plan view. I am connecting my pipe to it. Now, this is my Y. The other way is because we are drawing our Y laterally, it's not on a plan view. So let me go to my section. Because we are drawing our Y this way. Now, this is the way to do it. I'm just going to create similar. Create similar. I'll draw my pipe horizontally first. Then same way, whilst having my pipe, I draw a 45-degree angle out of it. That's 135. This way. Now for our toilet. I hope this helps you, Engineer Yusuf.
Yes, I'm getting it.
I would like you to try it now.
Okay.
I hope you can try this now, Engineer Yusuf.
I'm trying to do it now.
Okay, I'll be expecting your feedback. Also, I'd like to ask any other questions based on yesterday's class. Let me check the chat box. Any questions from yesterday's class before we proceed with today's class?
Okay, sir. Regarding the water closet, the sanitary, you use the connector.
Yes,
you use the connector for it, right? The
yes, sir.
P-trap. The
Come
P-trap
again?
connector. The P-trap connector. Did you use a P-trap connector for the water closet?
No. So the toilet I use already comes with a connector.
Okay, like like when I was doing the design now, my pipe was going downwards.
Come again?
When I was doing the design for the water closet, the pipe was going downwards instead of horizontally. It was going vertically downward instead of horizontally.
Yes, because there are two types of toilets that we use in the model. One with a P trap, one with an S trap. So
Okay.
the concealed toilet is a P trap toilet, while the close coupled toilet is an S trap toilet.
Okay.
That is why you are not wrong. The toilet, this is an S trap toilet. So permit me to draw a section.
Okay. Is the P-trap toilet in the library you sent?
Sir?
Is the P-trap toilet in the library you sent us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll check.
So the close coupled toilet is an S trap toilet, while the wall-long toilet is a P trap toilet.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, yes, is all the close couple P trap?
Come again, sir?
You said the close couple is P trap, and I'm asking if all the close couple that we have in the market is P trap.
No, sir. It depends on your specification. It depends on your specification.
All right, thank you.
You can have close couple that are P trap. You can have close couple that are S trap. You can have wall long. Most type wall long are usually P trap, but in exceptional cases, you can have them as S trap as well.
All right, thank you. That was noted.
Yes, sir. I would like to take one more question before I proceed with the task for today.
Engineer, please, can you show me how to change the section to other phase? Like this phase now that you are doing today, to change it to the other phase. There is a way you did it yesterday.
Hey, come again.
The sectioning that you did.
Yes, sir.
This
Yes, sir.
I think there is a way you change it to the other view yesterday.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
this section that I drew, this section.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Just you see this arrow.
Okay.
Just click on it to flip. Then you have a noise in your background. There's a sound coming from the background.
Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you understand that? Okay.
Yes,
welcome,
yes,
sir.
I've understood it now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's just proceed with the task for today. So let's carry on with our hot water system. So we've done give me a minute. Okay, let me just use. So we are done with modeling soil waste and wastewater for our female section of the toilet. So let's include hot water system now. Now, to include our hot water system, who can tell me the components of our hot water system? Like at the most basic level.
Water heater.
God bless you. That's engineer Teslim. Thank you very much. So hot water heater. Let me bring in my water heater. Insert load family. So I want to use an overhead water heater. Desktop. I'm just using a very small basic one. Documents. Okay. Yes. Then domestic water. I'm trying to locate where I have my water heater. So I have two types of water heater. I have under sink and over sink 50 liters. So this is what I brought to bring in. Open. So I know that this family is a mechanical, is under the mechanical equipment family. So I'll just quickly go to systems, mechanical equipment, and bring in my water heater. So let me position it. I like to position my water heater away from the entrance door. So I will align it to this wall. And so I need to check the elevation my water heater is. I'll check it from my section. So as you can see, this water heater is on the ground. So, and this is an oversing water heater. So I'll do it about 2,400 from my finish floor level. Oh, it's too high. As you can see, it's already entering into the floor slab. It's entering into the ceiling level, sorry. So let me just bring this down a little. And as we discussed yesterday, this is a non-hosted family. I'll do AL to align. So I want to confirm this level, 1,900. I like rounded figures. Let's do 1,950. Now, as I said, the way I like to design is how will it be installed in real life? Your water heater is not usually connected directly to your water supply system. It will be connected via an angle valve. So let us bring in our angle valve So it is a pipe accessory. I'll look for my cold water heater angle valve. Then I want to also bring in my hot water. So space bar to rotate, space bar to rotate, then AL to align, AL to align. Then I want to move them in place. Let's just move them arbitrarily under my water heater. Then we'll check in our section view where they are. Okay, so you can see that they are on the floor level. I'll click this. Let me change the elevation to, if my water heater is 1950, let me change this to 1800 and see where we are. Okay, I think I'm comfortable with that. 1800 from finished floor level. Now, I have placed my angle valves that will supply my water heater. What is left now is for me to route my pipe to my cold water pipe to my water heater and my hot water pipe out of my water heater. So what I'll do is I need a main line that will bring water to my water heater. So let me just tap up from this T here, then draw pipe. So this is at high level. Then we'll drop to wall to low level. So let's say around, not necessarily low level, to high level, because our angle valve is at high level. Let me drop to 1800, which is the level of my angle valves, and drop. So permit me to quickly split my screen so that we can see what's happening in 3D as well. Okay, this is my water heater. I'll close, allow me to split my screen. I'll go to view, then tile view, so that we can see what's happening at 3D. Now, one of the rules we defined in our filters is equipment function, and my water heater is an hot water equipment. So I'll go to my water heater. I'll click on edit type. I'll go to equipment function. I'll click on the drop down. I want hot water, not cold water. So cancel first. Permit me to just quickly reconfirm that filter rule. Edit equipment function, hot water. Okay, we said equipment function name is hot water. So cancel, edit type, and I'll go to my equipment function and change this to hot water and apply. So the color should change. Yes. I hope we are together. Okay. So I just need to connect my pipe to my angle valve. So I'll click on this and say connect into 20 mm. Okay, then click on my pipe. So there's not enough room. So let's check our section again to see what's going on. Probably there's not enough space between. I'll do arrow to rotate my section. There's not enough space between my section, between my angle valve and my cold water pipe. I'll go to my section to check what's going on. Then what I'll do is I'll do AL from the center of my water angle valve to my pipe. Then I'll click connect into again to see what happens. Yes. And now we've connected our cold water pipe to our water heater. Now, let's not forget, our angle valve is connected to our water heater via a flexible connector. So let me just quickly connect it via a flexible connector. So let's confirm these connectors. Okay, so code is on the left, hot water is on the right. So I need to swap this. Angle valves. I'll move this cold water to the other side. Now, for me to draw my flexible connector, I'll quickly go to my 3D view, click on my angle valve, click on the connector for the flexible connector, draw flex pipe. Let me just give it 2 curves and escape. Now I've drawn my flexible connector. Then I will hold and drag it to the necessary points. Bam. I've connected our pipe to the. We've connected our cold water pipe to the water heater. Now, permit me to check this in a section. So I want this to show properly. So let me just play around with this. Now, our water heater is connected to our cold water pipe. Now, what is left is our hot water pipe. Our hot water pipe out of the water heater. Now, if you look at this, I'm probably going to have a clash drawing my hot water pipe out of this angle valve because this angle valve, they are the same level with my pipe. Which means if I draw a hot water pipe out, let's make an example, draw it out. You can see that it is clashing with my cold water pipe. So what I would like to do is Ctrl Z. I'll take my pipe, my cold water supply pipe to a lower level. So let me change this to 1/600 in the wall. And then draw pipe. Draw pipe. So let me shorten this to 20. Then I'll do TR to connect. So the space is too short. Let me move this back a little. I'll do TR again. Trim extend. Then I'll click to move. Now, what is left for us is we can see what's going on in 3D. Now, what is left for me is my hot water pipe. For us to route our hot water pipe to the various wash and basins. Now, if we look at it, would it make sense for us to route our hot water pipe in the wall to these sanitary fixtures? Let's look at what will happen. Detail line to propose our pipe routes. So if we come from our water heater and routes at low level in the wall to everybody, will it work? Maybe. But what I'm predicting ahead of time is, yeah, I'm going to probably have clashes. So what I want to do is bring my water heater, my hot water pipe, detail line, back up to an high level. Then from here, supply each point. Supply each point. So this is the routes tab to select. So this is the route I would like to propose. Reason why is because I'm trying to avoid clashes. So as I said, what I like to do is think about how I would route it in real life. And I also want to ensure that I'm properly coordinated. So I know that by the time I am sharing my drawing to the other services, I know that my drawings are properly coordinated. So this is the route I'm proposing. Now let's quickly route our pipe. So similar to yesterday, I would like to change the connector for this angle valve to 20 mm. similar to what we did for the cold water angle valve. So I'll go to edit family, click on this connector, look at what is driving it. I'll come to my family type. Now, as I said in yesterday's class, we'll get into family properly. But for the purpose of this class, I just need to make adjustment to this family to allow it to work for the purpose we need it to. I'll go to family type, 12.5, domestic hot water. So it's a formula that is driving it. I don't want that. I'll change this to 20 mm. Click apply. Okay. Then load into projects and close. Do you want to save? I am not saving.
So sorry, can you go over
Right.
that again? Sorry.
Okay. Control Z. Control Z. Now, I want to change the connector for this angle valve to 20 mm. 50 mm does not work for me. So what I want to do is I'm clicking on that family. On my Windows panel, on my panel, I'll see edit family. I'll click edit family. It will take me to that family. As I said, we'll get into family proper, designing your family, adding connectors. But for the purpose of this class, what I have business with is this connector, this particular connector that connects into my angle valve. I click on it. Now, what I am moving over here is the family type. These are the parameters that drive the way the family appears, the geometry of the family. So I click on family type. I'm looking for what is driving this diameter. So when I click on this diameter, when I click on this connector, on the properties panel, it's telling me that the diameter is 12.5. If I click on this, it's showing me that it's controlled by this domestic hot water connection diameter 1. I now know what is driving it. I'll click on it again. Go to family type. Look for diameter hot water family diameter 1. I'll click on this. I want it to be 20 mm. I don't want it to be controlled by formula. I'll cancel that. I'll delete everything there and change it to 20 mm. Then I click apply. I'll click OK. When I click on this again, it has changed to 20 mm. Now what I need to do is bring it back into my project, which I am clicking on load into project and close under my modify panel. Load into project and close. Do I want to save? I don't want to save it because I don't want to tamper with the original file. I'll click no. Then I have two options: override existing version. Second is override existing version and its parameters. Now, these two perform different functions, which we'll get into when we get into the family classes on family properly. Now, why I'm doing override existing version and its parameters is that I change a parameter of this family, which is what I want to effect in my Revit model. Now, that is the option I'm picking. When I click on this family now to check the connector size, is now 20 mm. I hope that's clear now.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So to route my pipe now, permit me to just click this on my connector, draw it out. Allow me to overextend it. Now, from my 3D view, we are going back up into the ceiling void. So I'll change this to, let's say 2000, let's say 2600. We'll go to our section to confirm the ceiling level. So these are proposed routes. These are proposed routes. I hope we are still together. I hope we are still together.
No, we can't see your screen again.
Okay, sorry.
Screen is gone.
Okay, I'm resharing now. Can you see my screen now?
No, sir, we can't see your screen.
No, sir, we can't see your screen.
Okay, allow me to stop sharing. Can you see it now?
No, sir.
No,
Not
sir.
yet.
Hi, but now.
Your screen is no.
This is good.
Can you see my
It's
screen?
back now.
Okay, thank you. So to quickly proceed, we are following our proposed pipe route. Now, I want you to also take cognizance of what is happening in our 3D view as well. So I want to move this elbow back into the wall. While at the same time avoiding any form of clashes. So here now, I know that I'm 100% sure there's no clash between my cold water system and my hot water system around the water heater area. So I'll go to my 3D view again to draw my flexible connection. I'll click on my angle valve, right click on the point where I need my flexible pipe to be, draw flex pipe. I will make 2 points. Then I'll click on escape. Then click on my flexible connector.
So we lost your screen.
I hope we are still together.
Your screen is off again.
Your screen is up again.
I hope we are still together.
Yeah, we are with you, but your screen is off.
We can't see your screen again.
Your screen is off, sir. Your screen is off.
Okay, I will do that. I'm working on it now. I'm correcting that.
Okay.
Shit. Can you see my screen now?
No, sir.
Not yet. Not yet,
Yes,
sir.
it's up now. It's
Okay,
up
we
now.
can see it
It's
now.
coming up. It's
It
coming
has
up now.
reappeared. Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see it
Yes.
now.
We can see it now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Now I want to connect my flexible connector to my water heater. So let me rotate my 3D view to get a good view of where that connector for the hot water heater will be. So what I'm pressing now is Shift and my scroll button. For those of us using mouse, I'm using Shift, then my scroll button. I'm holding down my scroll button. I'm not scrolling. There's a button there. I'm holding it down to rotate it. Shift and my scroll button. The button at the middle of my scroll button. So I just want to be able to get a good view of where my flexible connector should connect into. So I'll pick this and just attach it to this. So I want to just adjust this a little. Shift, rotate again. Yes. So we've made our connections now. I mean, for those of us that are work as contractors or even at home, most of us are seeing the way our water heaters are installed. And as I said, that's my own personal design principle. Design it the way you would install it on site. So we've seen the way we'll connect it into our water heater now. Everything is connected properly. Then let's proceed to connecting our hot water pipe to the respective wash basins. Now, we've established our proposed pipe route. Let's now follow that. As I said, the reason why I'm going at high level for the hot water is because I am trying to avoid clashes. Now, let's see what happens if I draw my pipe at low level inside this wall to connect straight up. I'll do PI for my pipe. Let me draw this at low level around 450. This is just, I'm just trying to show us what will happen if I draw this pipe at low level. So we can see that I'm having clashes at this point. Even though I'm not clashing all the way through, except maybe I'm bringing my hot water a bit lower, but even with that, I'll clash at this point with our stopcock. So that's why the reason I'm proposing at high level. And that's the essence of Revit. Building information modeling is to building service engineer, what digital twin is to manufacturing engineers. You are simulating what that building will look like virtually before you get on site. And there's this terminology project management that the cost of change is the lowest at your design. So your cost to change is lowest when you are designing as opposed to when you get on site. Now imagine we get on site now, we run this pipe at low level in the wall, and we get on site. Whoever is the installer will now come, project manager or project engineer, your pipe routes cannot work, which is something we could have predicted or detected early using a BIM information software such as Revit, which is the advantage it gives us. So cost of change is lowest at your design as opposed to being on site. Now, to follow our proposed pipe route, permit me to just delete all my detail lines. So we are connecting to each of the hot water connections from high level. So permit me to do AL, align. I want to align this last point. So this, then I'll click on my hot water angle valve and stay. Oh, okay, we've not routed our pipe for this side. Okay, I can pick this guy and I'll say connect into, pick the right connector. Okay, and so it's telling me no auto route can be found. Now, what's the reason for this? Probably at some point it couldn't pick a space. There's not enough space between the angle valve and the elbow it wants to place there. So let's just route our connections manually. So I'll click on this angle valve. I will click on the connection to draw out a pipe. Then I'll click on my pipe to right click on it, then create similar, draw out a pipe. Then I'll do AL to align these two together. I've aligned them. Then I can draw my pipe. I want also to see what's happening in 3D. Then I'll draw my pipe out. I'll click on my connector, draw pipe, then connect it to that pipe. We can see what's happening in 3D. Then I can move this back into place to ensure there are no clashes. Now, as you can see, we've been able to design to ensure that there are no clashes between our cold water system, our hot water system, and our sanitary fixtures. Then we'll do the same for the second angle valve, the second hot water angle valve. Draw it out. Then go to my mainline pipe, right click, create similar, or I can press PI, draw out a pipe, then do AL to align the two pipes together. AL to connect them. Then I'll pick my pipe and draw it out to connect to the pipe supplying our angle valve. Then I'll move it back into position. I hope we are following what is going on in the 3D view as well. You can see what's going on now. And for also have a good look at as well. We can see that even though my hot water pipe is at high level and my cold water pipe, supply pipe is at high level, we are still not clashing. You can see that we are still not clashing so that we can get a good view. We are still not clashing. And that's what we are trying to, we are not just modeling, we are coordinating at the same time. So whenever we pick up this model and review, we look at it that, okay, whoever has designed this model has done their due diligence. They've ensured that there are no clashes. And that's the advantage of a software like Revit over AutoCAD. If it's AutoCAD, we can't tell that. We just draw these pipes over one another. We can't tell whether these pipes are clashing or not. But now we're able to see physically that these pipes are not clashing. Now, we've completed for this section. Now let's quickly draw a supply pipe for the other half of the wash hand basin of the female toilet. So I click on this pipe, on this T. I'll add a T. I will click add. Now let's see what happened here. Now we're having a cross connection. We're having a cross connection here instead of a T. Now it's from here I want to supply my other half of the wash hand basin. I will right click on the connection, then draw pipe out. I'll change this to 20 mm, or let's say 25. Then from here, drop down. I want to drop to low level in wall here. Let's drop to, let's say, 400 mm. I want us to take note of what is going on in 3D. Permit me to escape and position my 3D view right here. So, right click, drop pipe. Then I'll do change it to 400, that's at low level, then draw it across. Now let me just confirm the level we use for this first one. We have 370, so let me just change this to 370 as well. 370. Now I can connect my cold water pipes to it. So I'll click on my angle valve supplying my cold water pipe. I'll right click, then do connect into, pick the right connector, click OK, then pick my pipe. So it's saying there's not enough room to place fitting, cancel. So what's happening is it wants to place a detail line. It wants to place an elbow at this point, but the space between that elbow and the pipe is not enough. So what I'll do is I'll just click on my pipe and move it back a little. Then I'll repeat the action I was trying to carry out. Click on it. I'll click connect into, pick the right connector size, click OK, and pick my pipe. You can see that we are connected in now. So I'll move this back into position. Now I want to look at my 3D view to ensure that there are no clashes. I mean, with what I can see here, we are not having any clashes. We are not having any clashes. So both the hot water pipe and the cold water pipe are independent of one another. Now, we will connect our other cold water angle valve. Which is this. I will do, permit me to shift this pipe back again. Shift it back, then pick the angle valve.
Sorry,
connect into.
sorry, engineer.
Yes, sir.
Engineer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your pipe connection, I think the cold water is being connected to the left hand side. I think it's supposed to be right hand side, right?
Yes.
The first one that you connected here, I think is
Oh,
left.
okay.
Is that not left?
Yes, if we are looking at it from the front,
Yeah, from inside. We are looking at it when you enter. I think it's left.
Okay, so I'm putting my cold water on the left. So that this is facing the toilet. Sir? Yes, it should be on the right. It's usually hot water first. Yes, it's usually hot water first, then cold water. So permit me, just allow me to do the right thing. So I'll just move this into place. Then move my hot water angle valve to the right position. move this guy, then move my cold water angle valve. Now, I just quickly click on it, then do connect into 20 mm, okay, then pick my pipe. So we are connected in. I'll move this into place. Check that there are no clashes. So in my 3D view, I can see that there are no clashes. Then I will draw out pipe from my hot water angle valves. Click on the angle valve, right click and draw pipe, or click on the connector, draw it out. Then I'll do AL to align. You can find your align tool under your modify as well. So if I go to modify, this is the align tool, AL. Then draw it in, draw my pipe in. So I want to ensure that we are seeing what is happening. Then move this pipe into position. Then I'll do the same thing for our second hot water angle valve. Draw it out. Then go to my main supply line, right click, create similar, draw out pipe. I'll do AL, align, then draw pipe, then move it into place. Now we see that I've been able to move all my things. I have no clashes, everything is properly coordinated. But there's something I didn't do for this site, which is stopcock. I did not include stopcock on this side of my wash basin. So let's just quickly do that. So one of the methods I taught us yesterday to copy is just to right click on the item you want to copy, hold down control, then hold down your right click on your mouse, then drag out. So I have moved this to place. Move this into place. So I will detach this. Let me go to my section. I will disconnect my pipe at this point. I'll do SL. Because this pipe needs to firstly go into an angle valve before it goes into the wash basin for the purpose of maintenance. So I'll click on this socket and delete. Then I'll move this section of pipe down. To connect into my angle valve, into my stopcock, pardon. Draw pipe. Okay, so my stopcock and my pipe are not properly aligned. I'll do AL. Pick my pipe, then pick my stopcock. They are aligned properly now. Then I'll click draw pipe again. Okay, so something is still not aligning. Okay, there's not enough space between segments. So I will move this stopcock a little to the right. Oh, sorry, to the left. Then draw pipe. The segment is being drawn from the wrong side. Now, this is another teachable moment. Now, this pipe, this connector has an in and out connection. So one of the side is in, one and the other side is out. That's why it's telling me it's being drawn from the wrong side. So I'll do RO to quickly rotate it. I'll do 180. Then right click, draw my pipe, and there's not enough space. So let me see what's happening. Let me just this guy to the left. Let me ensure I'm properly and EL. Go to my section. Let me just click this and do connecting to this side. Okay. Yeah, so that fixes it. Let me move this into position. Just want it a little to the right. Then I'll right click again and do connect into, then connect it. So I might want this my pipe section to be 20 mm. Just going to do this. Tap, 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 select. Now another teachable moment that we have now is, now when you select multiple things like this, there's a way you can filter out. Now, for example, I want to select only my pipe and pipe fittings, but because I've done tap tap severally, I've picked my pipe accessories, which is my angle valve as well. So on this right hand side, you can see filter. I can filter the selection it's giving me and deselect pipe accessories. Apply. You can see that it has unchecked my angle valves. So because I want to change the size of my pipe and pipe fittings to 20 mm. So let me change it to 20 mm. Then I'll just do TR, trim extend to connect them back. So and now we are done with the hot water and cold water system for the female toilets. I hope we are still together. So we've connected all our hot water pipes and cold water pipes for, basically we've done an entire drainage and water supply system for our female toilet. Now, what would be the next thing to do? We need to tag our pipes. I mean, we can't just say based on assumption my pipe is so size. We need to communicate the information we've modeled with whoever will be reading the model.
Sorry, engineer.
Yes,
There
sir.
is still one. There is still one sanitary that remains that is not connected. This wash and basin beside the first toilet.
This?
Yes, it's not connected. The cold and hot water supply for it.
Okay, I'll do that now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for drawing my attention to that. Okay, sorry, I was supposed to firstly take our questions. Please, questions, please. Questions.
The issue I was having, I'm still having it. I've not resolved it, but I'm sure if I get the video of the recorded version of this lecture, I will get it. Thank you, sir.
Now let me quickly create. Let me duplicate the sanitary ware. Let me create a similar for this pipe. Create similar. I would like you to follow closely. Now, we are trying to connect this sanitary into this pipe, but I don't want it to be a T. Now, I'll click on this my sanitary ware, draw out my pipe. You see that I have overextended my pipe, and there's a reason why. If I connect this pipe straight into it, it's going to give me a T. I don't want a T. I'll do Ctrl Z. What I'll do is I will draw an elbow here and do AL to align. I want this, if we check the level of this pipe from my sanitary ware, is at 220. The pipe we are trying to connect into is at -137. Now, I'll now go to my section. Section. I'll draw my section across. I'll go to my section. You see that these pipes are now above each other. I will now click on that pipe after my elbow and draw it, pull it down till I get a 45-degree angle. It should connect automatically into that pipe. Do you get that now, sir?
Okay, let me try that. Thank you so much.
Let
me try that. Okay.
Okay, please try that. Thank you. Any other question? Any other question?
Yes, I have a question, but I don't know, maybe
Yes,
it is from the version of Revit I'm using. I'm actually using 2025.
Okay, sir.
I'm having difficulty drawing the cold water supply pipes because mine has a diameter, the smallest diameter was 50 mm. You understand? So I find it difficult to to do the cold water pipes, but I'm following along actually. So maybe
Okay,
this
so
one can be, yeah.
I think the solution to that is what pipe type are you using? Let me do PI. PI. Now you need to pick the right pipe type. So for example, for my cold water pipe, I'm using my PPR type. And if I go and edit type, I check the segment and sizes for my PPR pipe.
Okay, I get it. I
edit
think I was using PVC. I didn't do the PPI. That was
Yes.
why.
Yes. So
Oh,
I need to ensure that I'm using the PPR segments and ensure you see the minimum size I have is 10 mm to 150 mm, as opposed to my PVC, which is if I edit type, go to routing preference, which is 50 to 150.
okay. Now I
So
get where the issue is.
yes.
Yeah.
So ensure
Okay,
you're using the right pipe type.
yeah. And this one now, for the 2025, it has a drop down, which makes it very easy. You don't have to come inside here to change the
Yeah.
diameter. It's just
Wonderful.
on the, yeah. Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Any other question? Engineer Ansley?
Yes. Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation again today.
Thank
My
you very much.
question is, what is wrong with dragging a object into your drawing? Because I seem to notice that you kick against it. How does it violate the best practices, drawing rather than any other means?
Okay.
Who is this? Engineer, answer them. Let me answer the question.
Okay.
So you need to understand the way Revit thinks.
Okay.
And you also need to understand the way Revit thinks and the way you get your family and or you source your family. If you go online to source any family, some people can create a plumbing fixture equipment that you as classify as plumbing fixture. They will create it as plumbing fittings, like pipe fittings.
Okay. Yes.
You understand?
Okay.
So when you want to generate your schedule or when you want to pick those families, you'll be lost as to where those families are. You understand?
Okay.
So the
Okay.
proper way to even, let me demo something for you now. The proper way, you see this? The proper way to even load a family is this.
Yes.
You see, I want to
Okay.
load plumbing fixture. You understand? I can do this and say, you see that it's telling me these are all the plumbing things that I've loaded, right?
Yes. Yes.
I'll click to load family. When I click to this load family, I'll not load plumbing fixture. I'll load, where are your verbs? I'll load the verb. Tell me where are your verbs? Where is it? Domestic order. Okay, this verb, I'll now load this verb. You see the complaint Revit will give me now. That means that verb is actually, let me see, any other verb, big verb. Is this also a plumbing fixture? Oh, I see. So what I'm trying to say is that your okay, anyone that is not plumbing fixture, others, dryers. Okay. You see, this is what I want to simulate. Can you see what is on the screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, somehow all of these things are not what. So if you drag it into this place and you want to classify it as a plumbing fixture, it will not allow you to categorize it.
Okay.
So when you're doing your schedule, there will then be a mismatch because most people who create family online, they don't really. In fact, some people who create family online does not understand engineering.
Okay.
If you can model, if you can use SolidWorks, if you can use all those 3D modeling tools, you can use it to create family. And
Yeah. Okay.
And then a company employs you as a distributor, or as a supplier, or as a manufacturer of those things, and you do it for them. So it's now you. When you get such family, you now need to go and model. You now need to go and edit it to the right category.
Okay. Okay, sir. Yeah. Yeah, that's very clear, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
sir.